The Bible says it's not good for man to be alone, so I'll create him a help. So, woman, you were created to be a helper. In other words, your job, see, woman, man, womb, man with a womb. You are an incubator. So whatever a man gives you, you make better. If he gives you one, you give him 100. So men, if you want to love, if you give her love, she will love you. If you give her pain, if you give her hell, she will take it, multiply it, and...
Hi Diamond, welcome back to the channel. This is Toluwani Banks TV and I am Toluwani Banks. I promised you guys in part 1 of the installation of Pastor Jimmy Odukoya and Pastor Toluwani Odukoya that I would be doing a part 2 showing you guys parallels between their mom, the late Pastor Bimbo Odukoya, and the new generation of leaders at the Fountain of Life Church. Okay, so you guys know how we do it. I need you guys to like the video if you don't like the video, and please share the video whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. All right, so let us get started. So I saw this tweet on Twitter, and when I saw it, I was like, this is so powerful, this is so spot on. There could not be any other better explanation of the person of Pastor Bimbo and her children. This is legacy, you guys. Money is good, do you understand? But when you leave a legacy, it trumps money. It's bigger than leaving money for children. When your children are able to step into your mantle and they are able to perform even better than the parents. Look, you guys, did you listen to Pastor Tolu? Did you listen to Jimmy? Oh, my heart is beaming with joy. Because you don't buy this in the market. They're not they buy them for markets. Not be waiting you go market, say I want to buy it for $1 million. You want to see? Nah, it doesn't work like that. Not be like that, you guys. So when parents leave legacy, because it's one thing for parents to be successful, is another thing for their children to be able to translate that success and take it to the next level. So it's not about whether or not no, this is legacy. Do you understand? This is legacy. Anyway, I don't want to talk too much. Let us just get right into the meat of this and we'll gist all the gist together. I want you guys to put your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about Pastor Jimmy's message and Pastor Tolu's message? Okay, let's be gisting that while we get into this. If you've not gotten your cold cup of tea, water, drink, biscuits, plantain chips, go and get it, okay? Because we are about to have a good conversation. All right. This Twitter user Omolola says that as someone that initially did not expect Jimmy to become lead pastor and had to do more research to find his record in ministry, as it was not as known as his sister's record, I find these takes purely about how his looks make him unfit so distasteful. Nothing about preparedness or track record, nothing about years of service in ministry, just all about his hair and body. You are talking about Bimbo's son, one of the first women who dared to wear makeup and get on the altar despite being told she was unfit and looked sinful. And God used that. God used Bimbo and her boldness to go against the grain, to bring in so many souls. Initially, I didn't see the parallels between mother and son until all this talk about his hair and body making him unfit got out of control. But now it is so obvious. Bimbo went to the altar with her relaxed hair, lipstick, and beautiful elaborate clothes, and they called her sinful for it. And God used that sinful in quote appearance for his glory. her son may look like his father, but it is now clear to me that his ministry will be like that of his mother. I hope he remembers his mother's ministry and how revolutionary it was, and see the great plan that continues through him. Because of Bimbo, female believers dared to take their place as co inheritors in the kingdom of God. She started Singles and Married, one of the very first frank, honest platforms for young people to talk and learn practical Christianity, not just theoretical. Because of Bimbo, women became recognized as ministers in their own right, and not just mommy Jew or pastors' wives. She broke the constraints, and after her, there has been none like her. None has made impact like her since she has departed. Now, here is her son with the wrong hairstyle like his mama, unconventional like his mama, wrong body like his mama. God is onto something here. I didn't see it at first, but now I do, and I suggest you get out of the way. Someone commented on the post and said, remember, she was one of the first female preachers who preached without covering her hair too, unless in cases where she wore traditional clothes. I never knew her husband as a kid, but I knew who she was. Yes, yup. It was after she died I learned of her husband. Imagine that in the early 2000s in Nigeria, a woman whose ministry was not eclipsed under her husband's like society expected and demanded, a woman who did not perform in quotes submission. I heard recently that it was the husband who was the lead pastor all along, but he didn't try to eclipse his wife. When I saw this person's write up on Twitter, all I could tell the person was thank you, because the person aptly described what is happening. You know, after Pastor Bimbo died, there was somebody who came out, even though she now came out and said that it was a lie, that she went to hellfire, and she now saw Pastor Bimbo, she saw Archbishop Benson outside hellfire, all this type of nonsense. Just because Pastor Bimbo did not fit the grain of performative Christianity as at that time of, oh, she was doing more than her husband. And I said it in my other, I think the only video I did about Pastor Taiwo is, if you are watching on Facebook, please check my YouTube channel. I have a playlist so you could just watch all the videos over there. And I said Pastor Taiwo is such a blessing, not only to Pastor Bimbo, because like during his funeral, it was stated that Pastor Bimbo was his first fruit. He was such a secured man. You don't have a lot of men like Pastor Taiwo, and that's just the truth. Where you say, ah, the wife is, if the woman wants to try too much, you say, ah, she wants to take over his ministry. And Pastor Taiwo was never, he never felt insecure one day. That was such a blessed man. Look at the quality of leaders. I don't want to go. Please go and watch that video. Let me stick to my team in this particular video. The parallels between Pastor Bimbo and her children, Jimmy Odukoya. Like I said in part one, I'm surprised a lot of people did not know that Jimmy Odukoya has actually been pastoring for years. But well, we thank God. You know, Jimmy has tattoo. I already did a video about, in quotes, crazy lifestyle of Jimmy Odukoya. You guys can check it out. Okay, if you're watching on Facebook, it should be on my YouTube channel. There's a playlist. All right. He's wearing dreads. He has tattoo. He's doing body build up. This that one cannot be a child of God, according to some people, right? But you guys don't realize that. I was saying to my husband, I said, when the whole brouhaha was up, I said recently, Mama Joyce Mayer, she's in her 80s. She went to the tattoo parlor and did the tattoo just to tell people that, look, all those things that is just in your mind at the end of the day, based on where you grow up or the type of exposure that you have. And see, I don't even have anything to add again, because that write up, it sums up everything. Like, I don't know what I want to say again, because she just said every single thing. Do you understand? She just said every single thing. And when if you watch their installation service when Daddy Okonkwo was talking, he said God will use people irrespective of their idiosyncrasies, irrespective of you on the outside. You may have your perceptions and your own biases, but God doesn't care about your biases. God is not, He doesn't care about your own biases as long as He's able to perform what He wants to do. That's it. And there was something that Bishop Okonkwo also said that it was really deep for me. He says you preach the gospel no matter what, whether you are happy or you are going to preach that gospel, whether money there or money not there, you are going to preach that gospel. You would have your own personal issues, and I'm going to do another video, a part 3. So please watch. Stay with me, guys. Stay with me, okay? And you know there is no perfect minister anywhere. And I love what God is doing in this generation. God is using people who were cult boys. God is using former prostitutes. God is using people that don't fit the grain to fulfill his end time mandate. And like that person said, get out of the way. And for people who be like, I saw somebody on TikTok saying that, if I go to Jimmy Odukoya's church as I dey wear tattoo, will he preach about it from all those things? Me, I know they take una serious. So I don't tell una, if church ain't not let you go, my brother, my sister, carry your bag, go where you feel say e good for your body. Nobody has that time to be answering all those your question, and everybody get that kind of power. No, if you not like the one when they wear carry dreadlock, my brother, they get the ones when they carry gorimapa go there. Now the same god, as long as they are not doing anything fetish. All right. If you say, these ones, their English is too much, because now the Jimmy and Tolu, they just speak spray. Oh, it's just, the way you enter that kind of atmosphere. Oh, you will just bust out. You will just know, say, I'm in the presence of wealth. If you don't like that one that they do spree, I beg, go mountain. People, they climb mountain, go pray, go to the mountain and pray. Don't disturb us. Don't have that power. I just got beg una. Anyway, you guys share your thoughts with me. What you guys because I don't think I have any other thing to say again. That Twitter post, it don't preach the message finish, it has talk finish. So please like the video, share the video, okay, and subscribe if you are not yet subscribed. I'll see, and remember to shop and use VT Pass payments. I'm going to put the link in the description box as well as the pinned comment. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.